Hello, I'm Larry King, and tonight we are not only going to talk about the Super V-Lite class, but we are going to talk about the pros and cons of the P class versus the Spec class. So let's welcome our special guest and Spec class racing representative, the one and only Lord and Savior.
Thanks, Larry, but you can just call me Randy.
Well, it's great that you're on my show, and let's get straight to the point. How's offshore racing doing in the hull?
It's doing well, Larry, don't get me wrong. It's not like it was during the 90s, but it's doing better each year. And if you're not aware, the Target Super V-Lite is for sale.
Okay, great. But let's talk about Spec class racing. Give me a breakdown.
Spec class racing is everyone using the same or as close to the same equipment. The boats all use sealed engines with very similar hulls. This makes for great close racing and fun for the fans.
Let's start with sealed engines.
Yes, each engine is a 525 Mercury motor that's built and sealed from the factory.
That sounds great, in theory. But can't people cheat?
Well, of course people can cheat, and they do. But we do our best to police ourselves.
That all sounds great.
Let me interrupt and tell the people the Target Super V-Lite is for sale.
We have already gone over that. So what are some of the other main differences between the two styles of racing?
Well, most of the Spec teams have really cool team uniforms and shirts.
Okay. So what sets you apart from the other teams?
Well, I can do the robot. Buzz. Beep. Beep. Beep.
Well, yes, you can. Well, let's talk about production racers, or P-class racers as most know them.
P-class racing is a great way for the average person to get into racing, but let's face it, they are not true professionals like us Spec class racers.
That seems a little harsh.
Don't get me wrong, they are racers. But they don't live on the edge like the Spec teams do. P-class teams turn 100-mile-per-hour boats into 70-mile-per-hour boats. That's not the way to race, in my humble opinion.
Is that not a better form of racing? I mean, if every boat does the exact same speed, the driver and throttle man who work best together win.
To a layman maybe, but they are not living on the edge.
What the hell was that?
Please don't say the H word, Larry.
Okay, sorry. Let's get back to the facts. Now, in Spec racing, every boat set up the same, going the same speed would be ideal, right?
Yes, Larry, that would be some good racing, and you would be able to find out what teams work best together.
Well, is that not P-class racing?
No, they are not living on the edge.
This edge you speak of, where is it?
The edge of fast and crashing.
Ha ha. I feel like we are just running around in circles.
It's only funny if you haven't spent your life trying to create a great Spec class, Larry. Maybe we can do a cartoon video of guys looking at a GPS running at 1/2 throttle calling themselves racers. They can all kiss my ass.
Jesus, chill out.
Sorry, Larry, I just get so worked up when half-throttle racers try to compare what they do to what we do. It's crazy for them to think of themselves as racers. Truth is, they bracket race. They don't know where the edge is.
This edge you keep talking about, is he the singer for you too?
No, Larry. Hey, I forgot to tell you, Target is still for sale.
You have mentioned that before, once or twice. Let's get back to Spec racing. What else sets you apart from other forms of offshore racing, besides the robot?
Well, the cool shirts, identical boats, my killer dance moves. That's about it.
Okay. But P-class racing, or as some call it bracket racing, is all about finesse and working together, as each team can run the same speed.
Not really.
Yes, really.
No, Larry.
Jesus Christ, yes.
No.
Yes.
Nope.
Yep, I'm feeling like we are just running around in circles.
Once you understand that 10 boats racing at the exact same speed is not really racing, you will see things my way.
I have to tell you, that is the most absurd statement I've ever heard.
Tastes great.
Less filling. What the hell kind of Jedi mind trick did you just do to me?
You will agree 10 boats racing the same speeds is not racing.
Yes, 10 boats racing the same speed is not racing.
5 boats or less racing the same speed is racing.
Yes, 5 boats racing the same speed is racing.
And all you fans will agree with me. Or feel my wrath.
Well, this has been another great show. I'm Larry King signing off. And remember, if you're looking for a competitive Super V-Lite, look no further than Target Racing.